I'm just not gonna get games and stuff.
So people don't care. Not wrong with games. Don't nobody say. Games keep you out of trouble. Keep you from not being in people's business. Starting stuff or people trying to put you involved you in stuff that don't got nothing to do with you.
So yeah, I'm gonna put my kids into history when I'm in a group.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. You guys ain't ready with it for it yet. Not to appreciate it the way you're supposed to.
Just about
Put them
set
in
to kick it
history.
away.
Can't put somebody in history. Simply have to learn about it.
I meant put their mind into history.
From inside the 10, here he
You gotta
comes.
want to know it.
Like
Good job
reading
by the
history.
coverage
Listen,
unit
they
to
have
stop
to
the
want to
return
know it.
man.
I give you guys all the books that you
So
guys need
Miami's return
to
man
read to
hardly
start
helped
out
out the
right now.
offense with that one.
Why
I give
can't
you a
And these
wealth
why
guys
can't I
involve
read one of
everybody
those
in the
books?
passing
because
game,
you
and
don't
none more prominent than this
sit
big
down
fella.
and
And the
you read like
quarterback
you're
knows he's
supposed
going to
to.
be under
You
duress
play
in this
around.
game. So who do you look for?
You bounce
The tight
around.
end. And
I
That's
there
can
what
aren't
you
many
do
better
instead of
guys.
actually
He's
reading.
just big bodies
I
that
can
you
Hold
can
on,
miss a
Johnny.
little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field,
Well,
closer
Johnny,
throws, so nice to have a
calm
security
down.
blanket with a great tight end.
whoa, back
Off of
up.
this chair like that, boy. You gonna mess me up.
Yeah,
Looking
what
to
he
throw, it's
did,
Reed.
he'll play
Throws
for
to the
when he
wideout.
was in
And the physical play there
um,
forces the incompletion on first down. Now it's second and
He's
10
not
from
my
the
favorite
15.
player.
he is my favorite player. But without order,
They'll
I'm
leave it with him.
banishing him from the team.
Strong run to get it out
I'm
to the
banishing
21-yard
him
line. They
from the
pick up a
team.
6.
And a nice job by the running back,
Even if
finding
he's my
space,
favorite
getting
color.
Off
downhill,
of the
I
chair
mean,
like that,
my
bro.
favorite character.
Great job finishing with his pads.
He was number 12 in
He wants to
college.
throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said
Those
the
are the same.
open one, but we know who he really
Are
wants
those
to go
brothers?
to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you
Nobody's
got
better
that
than
great
him.
chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Get off the chair like
Let's see
that.
who
You
makes
keep
this.
messing me up when you do that.
Let's see who makes
Because
this.
you're
And I don't
pushing it.
think they got
See?
it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Because you're pushing the chair and it's like you're trying to make it turn. I'm trying to not to make it turn. So
Offense
I don't
took a
want
little
it to
bit
turn.
too much time at the
Oh,
line
Doc,
there.
they made a foul.
They didn't foul.
After the flag, first and 15 for
You
this
off the
offense.
foul. It's the button. Johnny, watch your mouth.
Jeanette
They'll try it
eliminated.
over the left side. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
John, you'd be clean and room up like heaven.
Takes a handoff. It's Jordan. Slams ahead for a
Heaven
yard out
is
to the
just
33.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered in.
Back to throw. It's Reed. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Huh?
That's your brother. Okay?
Right back to it. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
If that is how y'all
Be
acting,
able
y'all
to have a
need to
team
cut
that
it out.
not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Take that bowl down the street.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. The give to the lone running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What they do.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies of 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and forced the incompletion.
Looking for space. It's Jordan. They get him on the ground, but not before he runs all the way to the 5.
But we show you that everything like it's different like the ones before they would show well, this they did this straight hole. It's not like fucking the little pieces hole. Well, I guess what makes it more comfortable than
And the Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally capped it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control.
Like it wasn't nothing,
Touchdown
like it
drive.
wasn't there. So.
And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
They that bowl.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. A big challenge for both of these quarterbacks, Jesse, is dealing with a ball-hawking free safety on the other side.
Oh, you're right, Reese. QBs better be good with their eyes. Better not stare down wide receivers in this one, because if you float the ball down...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as presses those guys on the edge. And you can see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Unloads to the right. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Canes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Pressure coming. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
Whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. The quick out.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane. What a spectacular play by the return man. 90-plus yards.
No, yes, perfect. Great decision. Sometimes when that ball gets inside the 10, you might want to let it bounce, go into the end zone. The returner says, I got different plans. I'm going to make something happen, and he sure as heck does when he gets it.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them to football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Finds his tight end. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Continues to fight for yards. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down into the 37.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. They're bringing heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pulls it in, it's Harris. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Fourth down, trying to find his man. Finds his man enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now from inside the red zone. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Through the air is incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. The snap sets up to throw. That's reeled in. It's Nair. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
Brings up.
Second down coming up.
Single, single. Back 18.
He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
35 seconds remaining. They'll line up for the onside kick to try to pull this thing out. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Miami.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.